Meditation Center, Singapore. Now in front, I think they keep for all of you. But now, no need to read. Only on the last day, you should take it. So there I have explained how the Bodhisattva have practiced for his full enlightenment. Unfortunately, many Buddhists don't know how the Bodhisattva have practiced to break the bonds of samsara. So I have explained the way the Bodhisattva have practiced. So I've given this talk in Indonesia and in Taiwan too. So now they have already translated into Chinese too. Those who understand Chinese, they should find that Chinese translation book. Only then you will know the right way, how to practice to be able to break the bonds of rebirth in the four states. The bonds of samsara cannot be broken down at once. Need to be broken down step by step. Even the Bodhisattva, his attainment of Buddhahood didn't happen immediately. With systematic practice and with the attainment of path and fruition knowledge, step by step, he had removed or he had broken the bonds of samsara. That's why if you all want to break the bonds of rebirth in the four states, you all need to know the way how to break them. So do you want to know how to break the bonds of rebirth in the four states? Yeah, it is very important. Even to hear how to break them is not easy. Because of the Buddha, we got the opportunity to hear. So as a Buddhist monk, so we have this responsibility to make all the Buddhists know how to break the bonds of rebirth in the four states. But if we don't teach the way the Buddha taught, we cannot help all of you. We cannot make all of you understand the way how to break the bonds of samsara. Because this is what the omniscient Buddha only can know. There is nobody who can know the way to break the bonds of samsara. We are just the representative. But if we don't share with all of you the way the Buddha taught, we will not be good friends for all of you. That's why first of all, what you all need to know, the way how the Buddha taught. Only then you will be able to follow practice step by step. So, I will explain how to break the bonds of rebirth in the four states tomorrow. Now we have time to have Q&A session.
I would like to know, how do we know for sure that we can attain liberation in this very life or not in this very life?
How can we know?
So how can I know whether Nibbana is possible in this very life or not in this very life? Is there a way to know?
So as the Buddha said, bhikkhus develop concentration. The one who is concentrated knows and sees the Four Noble Truths as they really are. So the point is here, development of concentration. As the Buddha promised, the one who is concentrated knows and sees the Dhamma, the truth as they really are. Whoever would like to know and see the Four Noble Truths as they really are, need to develop concentration. After having developed concentration, you need to practice systematically under the guidance of qualified teachers who can teach the way the Buddha taught. But if you practice not the way the Buddha taught, even though you have accumulated good parami in the past, impossible for you, for the realization of Nibbana. But here, what we all need to understand, according to the Buddha's teaching, what we need to know, if we see a certain results, the main cause is past causes. The present cause is the supporting cause. Suppose someone can develop deep concentration, absorption concentration, and he or she practice meditation. After having developed concentration, he or she proceeds insight meditation systematically. But he or she, the way he or she practices at the present is not very diligent, not continuous, not consistent. The present support is not strong enough. Even though there is past cause to realize the Dhamma as they really are, because of weakness of present support, he or she may not realize Nibbana too. When the past cause and present cause are met, at that time, attainment of Nibbana will occur. So, suppose, after having developed concentration, you practice insight meditation. You follow practice the way the Buddha taught, so you know and you see the first noble truth. And you know and you see the second noble truth. And then you practice vipassana, contemplating impermanent suffering non-self. But the time you practice to know and to see the second noble truth, at that time you need to discern your past lives. The purpose of discerning your past life is to know karma and its result. And also you need to find out, was there any existence in the past you have practiced vipassana? If you see in one of past lives you have practiced vipassana, so it is a very big support for the attainment of Nibbana in this very life. But some, they have practiced samatha meditation successfully in their past life, but they didn't practice rupa meditation, nama meditation in their past. Also, they haven't practiced vipassana. So the past causes is not strong enough. But such person, as he or she has developed concentration, if he or she diligently make an effort, continuously, consistently practice vipassana meditation in this very life until he or she attain path and knowledge, it is possible. So after spending maybe 1 year, 2 years practicing vipassana, if you don't see attainment of path and fruition knowledge, and if you leave your meditation behind, how can I do? How can you do? Okay? That's why we need past and present support. All these need to be trained. All these need to be made an effort. Okay?
Any other question?
So no questions? So if okay then.
Bante, I have a question. For the lay person to practice meditation and to attain Nibbana, is it possible still in this time for a lay person to attain Nibbana? In your experience in maybe in Myanmar or in Singapore, is it possible?
As a lay person?
Yes, as a lay person.
Possible. Possible, but you need to engage practicing meditation. So you need to renounce the world temporarily, at least. Okay? So I will give an example. Okay? One of my disciples, she's not from any country from Singapore. Do you want to hear? So she has very good barami. Okay? So she left home, but as a layperson. So she went to Myanmar, and she practiced under my guidance. And she could develop concentration. So she practiced continuously. So what I remember, maybe 2 months after that, she came back to Singapore. Okay? And then she stayed maybe around 1 month. And then she left Singapore for Myanmar. And she practiced under my guidance. And then I consider what to teach. Because mostly meditators, after going back home, they leave or they left their meditation behind. So when they go to Myanmar, when they went to Myanmar, no more concentration. I need to start from the beginning. So I need to consider what to teach. From where should I teach? So I asked this and that. Finally, I found out she could sustain her concentration. So I don't need to start from the beginning because she practiced every day at home. Okay? She practiced meditation every day at home. So she could sustain her concentration. So I don't need to start from the beginning. And I let her review just for 2-3 days. And then I let her continue from where she had stopped. So another 3 months she stayed. This is a way of renouncing too. Okay? So 3 months she continued. So she know and see more. And then she came back to Singapore again. And then she stayed